1970s Illinois Missing Persons Part 1. Number 1. Edward and Stephania Andrews. On May 15, 1970, Edward and Stephania Andrews, both 62, left their home on 738 South Vale Avenue, Arlington Heights, Illinois, to go to a cocktail party for a trade convention, sponsored by the Women's Association of Allied Beverage Industries. The party was at the Sheridan Hotel, 505 North Michigan Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. The couple arrived at the hotel around 5:30 p.m. They were in good spirits, according to witnesses. Later that night, according to the other guests, Edward appeared to be ill and complained of being hungry. Stephania was crying by the time they left the hotel at 9:30 p.m. The parking garage attendant stated Edward Andrews was staggering and seemed to have a hard time getting into the car. Edward then drove the black and yellow 1969 Oldsmobile into a garage door. The manager saw Stephania Andrews crying, asking Edward not to drive home. The car then sped off. The next day, a relative reported the Andrews missing. There was nothing missing or out of place inside their house. All their stocks, bonds, and credit cards haven't been touched since their disappearance. The police believe Andrews possibly made a wrong turn leaving the hotel and plunged into the Chicago River at a point where there were no guardrails. Divers, boats, helicopters, and sonar equipment have been used to search parts of the Chicago River for the Andrews. After the case had been inactive for several years, a man entered the Lake County Sheriff's Office and told police he knew where the Andrews were. The man told police when he was 13 and lived in Lake Forest, he was at a pond when a group of Lake Forest youths murdered the Andrews, put their bodies in the car, and dumped the Andrews car there, in a shallow pond near Green Oaks in Lake County, Illinois. A search of the pond turned up nothing. They have never been seen again. Edward Andrews, missing since May 15, 1970. Location, Chicago, Illinois. Age 62. Race white. Gender male. Hair color gray. Eye color brown. Height 5'11 to 6'3". Weight 190 pounds. Investigating agency, Arlington Heights Police. Stephania Andrews, missing since May 15, 1970. Location, Chicago, Illinois. Age 62, race white, gender female, hair color gray, eye color brown, height 5 foot, weight 100 to 170 pounds. Investigating agency, Arlington Heights Police. Number 2, Helen Green. In 1971, 13-year-old Helen and her brother ran away from their home in Chicago, Illinois. Helen and her brother got separated at night. Helen's brother was found and placed in a youth camp. Helen has never been found. Helen Green, missing since 1971, location, Chicago, Illinois, age 13, race of Greek descent, gender female, hair color brown, eye color brown, height 5 foot, weight 100 pounds, investigating agency, Hernando County Sheriff. Number 3, Barbara Ann Hilton. On August 4th, 1972, at 7 p.m., 23-year-old Barbara told her parents she was going out to a movie with friends. She left home in her sister's green Chevy Nova. Barbara's boyfriend said she arrived at his house by 8 p.m. and left his house around 10 p.m. She went to a local tavern named High Point Tavern in Montrose, Illinois. At the tavern, she was approached by 2 men. She has not been heard from since. Police found the green Chevy Nova abandoned a few miles from Montrose along Illinois 121. At the time of her disappearance, Barbara was working as a nurse's aide at St. Anthony Hospital and studying nursing at Lakeland College. Her daughter was a baby. She never told anyone who her daughter's father was. After her disappearance, Barbara's parents raised her daughter. Barbara Hilton, missing since August 4th, 1972. Location, Montrose, Illinois. Age 23, race white, gender female, hair color brown, eye color blue. Height 5'2" to 5'3", weight 118 to 120 pounds. Investigating agency, Effingham County. Number 4, Dermot Kelly. On January 30th, 1972 at 1:15 p.m., 16-year-old Dermot told his parents he was taking his .22 rifle to the woods along the Vermilion River for target practice. Then he left his Oglebay, Illinois home. He was never heard from again. Dermot's boots and coat were found on the bank of the partially frozen Vermilion River. His gun was found in the river by divers, but he was never found. Dermot was declared legally dead in 1992. Police believed he had drowned, but his parents believed he had run away from home. John Wayne Gacy, the serial killer and rapist, raped and killed 33 boys and young men from 1942 to 1994 in Illinois. Here are a couple unidentified victims of John Wayne Gacy, found at nameless.gov. Could one of the two unidentified men be Dermot Kelly? Dermot Kelly, missing since January 30th, 1972. Location, Oglebay, Illinois. Age 16, race white, gender male, hair color blonde, eye color blue, height 6 foot, weight 150 pounds. Investigating agency, LaSalle County Sheriff. Number 5, Richard Griener. On January 17, 1972, at about 3 p.m., 13-year-old Richard left his house. At number 8, Brentwood Court, Pekin, Illinois, to go sledding in the park 4 blocks away. On his way to the park, Richard had to cross a railroad switchyard. The last time that Richard was seen was by friends at the park at 5:30 p.m. Authorities believed William Freight Train Gautney could possibly be responsible for Richard's disappearance. William Freight Train Gautney was a hobo. He hopped trains and traveled throughout the Midwest, occasionally raping and murdering boys along the way. He confessed to killing several other children in other jurisdictions around the country. Gautney was committed to a mental institution after being found incompetent to stand trial for murder. He died in 1997. He was never charged with the disappearance of Richard Griener, missing since January 17, 1972. Location, Pekin, Illinois. Age 13, race white, gender male, hair color brown, eye color brown, height 5 foot, weight 90 pounds. Investigating agency, Pekin Police.